Oh my God. It's nice to have you all in this program, a Hillis Talk Show. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Nourish your big ideas. Say something, somebody.
My name is Adebisi. Nourish your big ideas. I will say follow your dream, even if it take risks. Thank you.
My name is Ogenesume. Nourish your big ideas. What I understand by this is that one should feed one's mind with endless possibilities through exposure to information, traveling, and mentorship in order to achieve your dreams. Thank you.
My name is Esther. Nourish your big ideas. It means nurture your positive and income-bringing thought to greatness.
Okay. Thank you so much for your contributions on that teaser. Nourish your big ideas. And start small. Begin small. Then grow it. Grow the ideas. You know, some people just have, let me give an example with what we usually call chemist. But now they call it pharmacy. They will just start 20 years, they're still in just one place. Why not take a decision to scale it up? That's how you can nourish your ideas. By scaling up whatever you put your hands to do. You start having branches, branch A, branch 2, store 1, store 2, 3, and so on. So if you just have idea, you don't even begin at all in the first place, you will die with it. Many have already died with their ideas. But we're encouraging you now as youth, the idea you have, come up with it. But start small. Little by little, they say, little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. And then you know you grow it to become that big idea that you had at the back of your mind. I think every businessman, their major thing that has is profit maximization. That is it. But that profit will not just come immediately as you start. So you start growing it, making more effort, take decisions that will take you from one level to another level. And before you know it, you get that your dream idea. So that's it. We continue with our program for today. Indeed, your ideas and decisions communicate who you truly are. So guide it jealously because it has the power to make or mar in there. Therefore, our discussion for today is making good decisions. So we'll take a break now. When we come back, the guest will be introduced. Please stay tuned. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us now, making good decisions is the topic for today's discussion, and that has already been said. So our guest in our midst now is a public affairs analyst. Let's make welcome Tuniola Oye Johnson.
Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Thank you.
Before discussion proper, please follow us on social media handles are displayed on the screen. You're welcome again.
Thank you so
Tuniola.
much.
So your brief introduction, definition, and perspective on the subject matter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much for having me.
Yes,
it's
you're
a
welcome.
great pleasure. And the topic we're looking at today is a very, very crucial one because it affects every one of us. It determines our success in life. I love the fact that somebody says, when you are born, you look like your parent. But when you die, you look like your decisions.
Wow.
Your decisions make you. Where you are today is a product of the decisions you've made in past and those you refuse to make. So when we are talking about decision, we are talking about our capacity to make choices from the options, many options and alternatives that we have. Life always presents to us options. We have many options. For even those of us who are on Vivid View today, it's a choice. You decided that you're going to be here.
Rennie.
If you decide not to be here, you're going to be somewhere else. So you have so many options. But I believe you decided to be here today. So decision making is key It determines our success. It determines our fulfillment. It determines even the big idea you were talking about, whether we're going to reach the target, whether we're going to achieve that greatness, is going to be determined by our capacity, our ability to make the right decision at every given time. Life will always give us choices, but we need the capacity to be able to pick the right one. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that introduction. Why is this essential in the workplace, family, and so on? Good decision. Why is it essential?
Just like I said earlier, good decision determines your success. It is very, very important. Decision affect every aspect of your life, your job, your career, your health, everything about your life. It is key. For instance, when you make a choice in relationship, talking about family now, the person you choose determines your life. For every choice, for every decision you make, there are pros and cons. There are advantages
And disadvantages.
disadvantages. That is things that you're going to benefit and things that are going to cost you. So it is quite important. It affects every aspect. Every aspect. The food, the choice of what you eat, the choice of the relationship you keep, even the choice of where you live, the choice of the work you do, and your decision of how you relate with people in your workplace is going to determine how fast you're going to progress or whether it's going to stunt your growth, even in the workplace.
Shall really say so. It's all encompassing, even in dressing.
That's
The
right.
decision to dress.
That's right.
So you decide whether you will dress nude and seduce the whole world around you, or you dress properly and cover where you needed to cover as a young girl, as a young man. So decision is so key. You know, sometimes many people marry here in Lagos. They just meet in Lagos or anywhere in the cities. They just go into marriage. Yeah, I love you, I love you. They don't even know that it's important to, with this person I'm deciding, let me even make some check, conduct some check. Where is her family background? Who is this? Who is that? No. And then after that, they say, we're incompatible. I always say here, I hate to hear that English, incompatible. So decision is so important. It helps you to be who you are, like I just introduced. So people know who you really are. The decision you take. And so you must guide it jealously and don't just rush into decisions. And we believe that if you do that, God will also give you the needed support. All right, we'll take a break now. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. We're still discussing making good decisions. So what are the short-term and long-term consequences of decisions making?
When you make decisions, some of them have immediate consequences, and there are some they don't show immediately.
Long time. Yeah.
It's going to be long time. For instance, talking about a choice of somebody you want to marry. As about a couple of days ago, I was speaking with a young lady, who had one of her ex coming after her again. They had broken. And there was something that really touched me. She's no longer interested in this guy, but the guy is really after her. Then she told this guy and said, I'm now with another person. And funnily, do you know what this guy said? This guy said, okay, it doesn't matter. You can still be with that person, but we can still be seeing.
Can you imagine?
Then I asked, how did you arrive
He's not serious in the first place.
at that decision and in choosing this particular person? And she said, you know what? I made that decision in a season when I was vulnerable. She just lost her mom. Her dad had passed, and it was only her mom. Then her mom had just passed on. then, there will be that feeling you want somebody to let you know that loves you. At that immediate time she was making that decision, it looked so good. It's like, this person is for me. There's a vacuum. Somebody is going to feel it. And I'm feeling love. But she didn't consider the choice she's making, how it's going to affect her joy, her peace of mind, and her success. So when you're making decision, consider the long-term effect. And if there's one thing I want to say here as we go on, please don't make decisions when you are in trauma. When you are not emotionally sound, when you are not mentally sound, it's not going to be good. Because predominantly we are young people here, let me just say it. For young people, everybody is looking for Mr. Right, Miss Right. But you know what? It can only take a right person to choose the right person.
That's good.
When you are not, in the right frame of mind, you can't make a good decision. And that's one thing to consider when you're making. Consider the short time effect and the long time. Ask yourself, within this period, what is my state of mind? Am I under pressure? Am I, because of what I'm going through? Then you choose it. It might look good now, but in the long run, it's going to be a very, very bitter experience. Because, for instance, talking about relationship, it's a lifetime journey. How dare you, because of, a situation that you are in now make a decision that is going to affect your future, a whole life, your destiny, your journey. Because even the person you marry is going to determine your success in life. It's going to affect your career. It's going to affect your health. It's going to affect everything. So in considering, one of the things you should consider that is, I feel is very key, is when you are making a decision, considering the long time and the short time, is your emotional state. Because initially, it will look good. It will feel so good, but on the long run, it's not going to be. Thank you.
And I also heard somebody sometimes also say, when you're taking decision, don't take decision when you are too happy. It sounds funny, but that is true. That's the emotion she mentioned now. There's so something just happened. And quickly take decision. No. So these two, when you're emotionally down and when you're emotionally up, don't take decision. Just allow your thing to flow so that you don't make mistakes. Some people, like if we're talking about relationship now, you see a guy just say, all I just want to just have money. I don't care. You marry somebody to have money, you don't care. Any mistake, boom, and he will carry you, throw you over the wall. Yes, you don't care. So be careful. Money is not really everything. And don't prepare only for wedding. Wedding just one day.
That's right.
Then you have a long way to live with your spouse. So these are decisions. We're talking of relationship now. The same thing in workplace. Don't just jump into a job because there's opening. I don't have job. Then open job. You didn't even bother to check the trends of that company. You just apply. Go.
That's right.
No, you still have to make this job. Okay, if I even take this job, where will it take me to? In 5 years' time, in 3 years' time, where will I be?
Where will I be?
So these are the things will this company even be on the next 5 years?
Next 5,
Is it
10
going
years.
to consign or not? So these are decisions you take. Decisions or even to travel abroad. Everybody's traveling abroad. Want to travel abroad. Look at it very well too. If I go, what am I going to do abroad? Where do I stay? I want to travel abroad and meet some of our people that are in Canada, in a very cold area. It's tent. Do people not see it in the social media?
Very, very cold.
On that tent. Is that what they want to come and live? When you have place here in Nigeria, that you can do well. So you have to be very, very careful in the decision you make so that you don't run yourself into big and bigger trouble. How can we now balance the need for quick decisions with the importance of thorough analysis? How can we now balance the two?
There are some times in life that we face certain situations that you don't have all the time to be able to think through. You just need to make a decision.
Bam. So whether good or bad?
The background of it, what will help you, because we're talking now, what will help you And what will determine how effective or how good your decision will be in the critical times when you don't have enough time to prepare or to even make some consultation is how you have been able to develop yourself. There's importance of self-development. The way you think, your value system, your belief system, how you judge issue. You know, there's something that you said that two people were given a cup. Water was poured in halfway. And to some people, they were asked, what can you say? What is the correlation between the cup and the water? And somebody said, oh, wow, the cup is half filled. And to another person, the cup is half empty. It's the same thing, but different perspective.
Exactly.
When you have cultivated negative mindset, it will affect your decision making. When you have built positivity, it will also affect your decision making, your sound mind. But as much as possible, if there is time, let's say there is time, you can still make. Consultation is important.
Yeah.
In the multitude of counsel, because as life goes on, there are certain things you won't be able to
So
see.
you don't know it all.
But some people that can view it. This is vivid view. Probably you are not seeing things. Your view might not be vivid, but some other people might be.
But it played out in our little teaser. You can see the response from different people.
That's it. That's it.
That's to show that
That's
views are
it.
not the same. Yeah.
Are not the same. So it helps in life when you're making decisions. And that is why, again, one of the things, the best thing you can do for yourself is to surround yourself with the right people, with good people.
Very key.
People that can think better, people that have your good in mind, people that can give you sound judgment. Watch your relationship. And again, in that moment of critical decision, as much as possible, undo your emotion, your feeling. You know, everything you can be under emotion, you are tensed, the whole thing, you just need to do it. But I still think at times you need, in the midst of it, to pause and think. Don't let emotion override you.
Exactly.
And no matter how far, no matter how small, if you can still make consultation, please do, to avoid, you know,
Huge
some
mistakes and regrets.
long-lasting damage.
Yeah. To avoid regrets, because sometimes if we hurry and to take decision, it ends in regrets.
That's right.
Most times. So we'll take a break now. Vivid view.
Say and do it.
All right, welcome back. We're still discussing making good decision. How do you now prioritize and manage multiple decisions simultaneously, especially during high pressure situations?
It still borders on capacity. You can't give what you don't have.
Exactly.
You can't give. You see, crisis doesn't tell you at times. It doesn't inform you
That it's
that
coming,
I'm
yeah.
coming. Like I said, it still borders on individual capacity. You can't give what you don't have. Oftentimes, life doesn't give us warning that challenge is coming, but we should know. But when you are not prepared, you won't be able to manage situation in the time of crisis. In a lighter mood, let me just say this. Maybe this will make you to laugh or smile. Research tells us that there's a way women reason different from men. I wouldn't know whether you like that. Women naturally can multitask.
Yeah.
And somebody paint a scenario of a woman stepping out, leaving her child for her husband, and there was food on the gas, and the mother just stepped out. And as the woman went out, then there was a visitor at the door pressing the bell. His phone was ringing. The wife also forgot his phone. The phone was ringing. The baby had poo-poo. The food on the
gas.
And that was, how does this man undo this thing? Somebody said the next thing the man did was he just went to the door and was peeping, when will this woman come back? That was somebody who could not really manage everything. I'm just giving that just a light example. Somebody say a woman can carry that baby, use the tip of a wrapper, remove the food, and the different people. But it's just capacity. It's based on capacity. And if there's anything I would just like to get across to us is self-development. Develop your skills. Life skills. There are skills that are needed to succeed in life. And that's one of them, ability to undo challenges. Oftentimes, the problem is not really the problem. The problem is never the problem. The problem is your response to the problem.
How you handle
And
it,
so when issue comes like
manage
that,
the problem.
yes. None of us have it all. But definitely we are more skillful than one another. And it's by reason of training, by reason of exposure, by reason of, putting yourself in certain rooms that task your brain, that pull out the best in you. So in such a situation, you just look at it, which one is important. There are issues that are important. There is a scale of preference. This one is urgent. This must be done now. Like life has even taught us that when you are faced between urgent and important, which one do you pick first? Naturally, we pick the urgent, but somebody on the long run, the important things are more important. So when we are faced with those kind of a critical situation, you check, you still think. We must just learn in the midst of everything, moving noises. I used to have this issue some years ago, and I was sharing with people that maybe as you age, you learn some things. I always have, oftentimes, I speak a lot. And there are sometimes I have some speaking engagement, and you run into Lagos traffic. I don't know whether you've been. And I'll be inside that, and I'll be like this. There's nothing I could do. But I've worked myself up. So I've made a decision to be anxious over situations I can't change.
I can change.
But as life goes on, I just learn to relax. Will I get out from the car? Will I carry the car on my
I
vehicle?
wonder.
Here we are. So when we arrive, we arrive. That doesn't mean you go late, but it helps me to recondition my mindset so that it's even be that you get to the place that you're going to speak, you are all worked up, you are all tensed. So I could say, Lagos State is happening to me. Nigeria is happening to me. If Nigeria is happening to you, don't happen to yourself also. So that's your answer. So we must.
Thank you so much for that. I have a little philosophy that helped me for so many years. I think we can bring it in here and take a decision. You say, plan your work and work your plan. It is very important. That's how you can also prioritize which one comes first. There are multiple things for you to do, but which one comes first? When you are able to do that, okay, I need to prepare egusi soup now, but I don't have the ingredients at home. So which comes first? Go into the market to get them. In my scale of preference. Before I now come home, I'm not thinking of another. So if we prioritize our decisions like that, even when they are all, just sit down, remove anxiety and panic.
That's why.
You will think well. But when you panic, she just mentioned now, I'm so anxious. Everything will just be blurred in your face. So it's important that calm down, as one young boy in the station will say, Mommy, calm down. So you can calm down and then the decision will be there. And pray over it as Christians. So we also believe in prayers for God guidance. Very, very key. Whether you're a Christian or Muslim, however you want to pray to God to guide you. Because sometimes you'll be overwhelmed with situations around.